Welcome to In Between the Ropes, brought to you by Flipside Media, where we bring some personality from the boxing world live to you. I'm Doris Merwe.
I'm Stephen Castle, and this is In Between the Ropes.
We're going to share with you a bit about the realness and the reality behind SA boxing, and also bring some personality to the camera. I'm Doris Merwe.
I'm Stephen Castle.
And yeah, together we hope to bring you some interesting views of up-and-coming fights, boxing personalities, and as well as some upcoming talent.
Our first event for the year, Doris, is 10th of February, Sun Arena in Pretoria. It's Battle of the Warriors number 3, SAS, Battle for Fight for Reconciliation.
We want to come up. I believe there's 3 heavyweight fights, which is not a common thing.
Belt. Well, up on the bill, we've got the main bill, the main fight card is Elvis Moyo, well-known Elvis Moyo, up against the South African champion, Ron Visser.
Like to be an interesting fight. You're looking at a hexagon fighter stepping into four corners against the SA champ. What's your take on it?
Oh, just on a brief, Elvis Moyo, obviously his background is boxing. Went to the cage purely from a point of view just not getting enough action in the ring. He won the WBF title back about 4 years ago from Oswald Mashimani, and that title's up for grabs on the 10th of February, as well as the ABU title. So Ron Visser putting the SA belt on the shelf for this fight, and hopefully wants to collect 2 more.
Warriors 3, SOS.
Fight for Reconciliation. Sun Arena, Times Square, 10th of February.
With the following bill.
Elvis Moyo
versus Ron Visser.
Luke Sutherland
Versus Justice Selinga.
Josh Pretorius
Versus Kitso Rumanye.
Chris Thompson
Versus Lebo Moshikwa.
Dennis Mohale
Versus Noah Chikwambe.
and Valentine Mutanda.
With the last welterweight, Dennis Lazarus. I mean, the talks of Noah Chikwambe versus Dennis Mohale, both undefeated, although Noah's last fight got disqualified for unknown reasons, well, according to me.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's going to be interesting battle, looking at 2 undefeated warriors.
Yeah, both fighters 6-0 on their records. They're both hungry. They both need a win. And the talks of possibly the winner of this fighting Lungo Stimela for the title in Cape Town. Okay. So there's a lot up to grabs in terms of that lightweight fight as well. So not only got that, and then of course we've got the heavyweight, the cruiserweight bouts. Chris Thompson
and levels. So I think if you look at Chris's previous fights, a hungry fighter coming up.
Chris just changed camps in the last year, left Gerard Stratum, joined the Smiths, had the fight at Battle of the Warriors 2. Controversial into the fight, where people say he caught the guy after the bell. Yeah. Looking at the video footage, the guy already was hurt before. The punch just ended the fight probably a little bit sooner. Probably could have gone another round if it wasn't for that blow. I think the end was going to be what it was anyway, Thompson winning. But he's going up against Level from Lionel Hunter's stable, undefeated fighter, cruiserweight, strong boy, definitely growing through the last 5 fights he's had. Had a tough fight now in Swaziland, came through it well. He's going to be a test for Thompson.
Well, let's see what the end of the bell says. Then, I mean, we've got the welterweight of the evening.
Yes, and of course the main supporting bout of the night, Luke the Sergeant Sutherland coming up against Justice Selinga. Luke coming off the loss to Ron Visser end of last year. Justice been waiting months for a fight since he changed camps.
Why would you think, or what's your opinion in people turning the fights down for Justice?
Look, I think there's been a lot of difficulty in the heavyweight division. Promoters not pushing heavyweight bouts. Literally only Calacoda Promotions and Fit Element have been doing heavyweight bouts. And the guys are just not available to fight. And the ones that are available to fight have been tied up with these promotions. So Justice has had to sort of try and find opponents. And the opponents haven't been stable. The last opponent that obviously fell out that we know about was Flo Simba. There was a lot of controversy whether it was medical or not. And at the end of the day, it just didn't materialize. So Justice is hungry. Sutherland is hungry. I think we're going to see a barn burner of note in that fight.
Look, I think, again, going back to Sutherland's last fight against Ron Visser, I think the SA heavyweight champs and the talks, the post-fight talks, is creating a nice build-up for the Kitso, for the Justice fight that's waiting for Luke Sutherland.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think the winner of this fight definitely goes into number one contender. Obviously, just in that number one contender slot at the moment is the third fight of the main card, which is Josh Pretorius. Josh Pretorius from Richards Bay, hungry heavyweight, youngster, strong, the Red Beast. And he's fighting a guy that's from the DRC, fighting out of Cape Town, Kitso. And also, Kitso has been the rounds with Ron Visser. He's been in the ring with some of the good heavyweights in this country. So Josh Pretorius winning that fight definitely puts his name into the mix
100%.
for that title as well.
He's put his name out there, and I think he's got a queue of challenges after his last fight. What was his last fight against?
Knocking out Kalnipo Gumanga
Yes,
in the first round.
That's right.
So Pretorius is up there. The winner of the Salinga Sutherland fight is going to be up there. We could see the winners fighting each other, or we could see one of those fighters, whoever wins those two fights, taking Visser on in the next event.
Mutandu versus Denise Lazo.
That's the Ukrainian.
The Ukrainian coming in from
Also fought Battle of the Warriors 2. He was on the last ball.
Yeah.
He also comes out of the same stable as Rowan Visser and Noah Chawambe. They all train together. They all work under Bashir. And he had a great fight, very strong fighter. And he's going up against a guy, Valentine, who has had ups and downs. 4 fights, 4 wins, 4 losses, 1 draw.
You're definitely looking at a consistent fighter versus a bit of an inconsistent fighter. But if you ever look at both their victories, if they both come out blazing with those tactics, you'll be about to see a proper fight.
I think the beauty behind this particular Battle of the Warriors, 10th of February, is that all the camps have had time to prepare for this. They've all known about this happening already in December. There's been plenty of time for everybody to get fit and strong. There's no excuses for last minute, call-ons. So I think we're going to see a tremendous battle, and we're going to see warriors going head to head. And I think it could go either way on both sides of the cards. They're obviously the favourites, but I think the underdog could do a lot of shaking in this tournament.
Listen, it's renowned in boxing. You're only as good as your last performance, and it only takes one punch to
change
the victory.
In particularly with the 3 heavyweight bouts on this card.
100%.
But over the course of the next week or two, we're going to be going to visit some of these fighters, get to speak to their trainers, and get to know a little bit about who they are.
100%. As we said, we're going to bring some reality to the camera and get to know the guys behind the scene, get some information about the personality that's stepping into the ring, not necessarily the actual warrior and whatever the preparation everyone's always on about. Let's get into these people's mindsets, their views, see how they approach it, and
find out who they are,
and bring
personality.
And bring it to the public.
So yeah, I look forward to meeting these guys, to understanding who they are and getting to know them better, and also bring that to you, the fight fan. So yeah, join us over the course of the next 2 weeks, and in between the ropes we'll bring you all that
100%.
information.
Yeah, and that's it from myself, Doris Romero.
Stephen Castle.
In Between the Ropes, brought to you by Flipside Media.
Thank you.